Let's spend a minute in the Bible together. We're in John chapter 12, and Jesus is at a dinner party at the house of Lazarus and Mary and Martha in Bethany. Jesus has only just raised Lazarus from the dead, and so the family throws a dinner party in his honor. At some point during the meal, Mary, Lazarus' sister, takes a jar of really expensive perfume, really expensive, like worth a year's wages kind of expensive, and she pours it out on Jesus' feet. At this point, Judas speaks up. Now, he's probably someone you've heard of before. Soon, he will be the guy that hands Jesus over to the Romans. He betrays Jesus. But right now, he's the guy in the group that looks after all the money. And he's upset by what Mary has done. What a waste. That perfume could have been sold and all the money used for the poor, given to the poor. At first, it kind of sounds like Judas has a point until John tells us that actually Judas doesn't want to sell the perfume to give the money to the poor. We find out that he was the guy that looked after the money and he used to steal from the money bag, and so he wants to sell the perfume to make money for himself. But Jesus responds to Judas. Actually, he challenges him. Here's what he says in verses 7 and 8 of John chapter 12. "Leave her alone," Jesus replied. "It was intended that she should save this perfume for the day of my burial. You will always have the poor among you, but you will not always have me." See, Mary has recognized that she's not having dinner with any ordinary guy. She is sitting with the Messiah, God's promised king, and she is convinced that he really is the resurrection and the life. Actually, he's just proven it to her by raising her brother Lazarus from the dead. And so what does she do? She gives Jesus her best, the most expensive thing she owns, the most expensive thing she can find. She pours it out to honor Jesus. Yeah, the perfume could have been sold and the money used for a whole bunch of other good things like giving to the poor. But she has recognized that there is no better use, nothing more worthy than to give her best for Jesus. And actually, Jesus agrees with her. There is no better use for the things you've been given, your gifts, your time, your money, your life, than to pour it out in love for Jesus. It is never wasted. Jesus is worth it.